Welcome back to The Explainer. Now, if you're a focused learner looking to truly figure out how your body works, well, you're in exactly the right place today. Get ready because we're about to uncover how an incredibly humble morning food, honestly, something you've probably got sitting in your fridge right now, kicks off this relentless head-to-toe biological rescue mission. We're going to break down the pure science behind a super simple daily habit and see what's actually happening deep inside yourselves.
But to really get why this food is a total game changer, we kind of have to look at what we're getting wrong first. Think about it. Every single morning, millions of us are just flooding our bloodstreams with processed sugars and boxed cereals. The thing is, these foods, they are completely alien to our DNA. Our bodies spent thousands of years evolving to run on pure, simple, highly specific nutrients. And because we've drifted so far from that ancient nutrition, our bodies are literally starving for the right fuel.
And that starvation leads us right to a silent crisis happening inside you right now. You know what I mean. That stubborn belly fat that just won't budge, the creeping joint pain, or those frustrating little memory blips where you walk into a room and completely forget why you're there. We usually just shrug and say, just getting older. But actually, it's not just aging. It's a silent nutritional crisis. So, what if you could fix this silent crisis just by giving your body exactly what it evolved to use in just minutes a day? Section 1. The Modern Diet Crisis. Your body's silent alarm. Section 2. Protecting your head, eyes, and brain. Okay, let's dive into this. To fix this modern diet crisis, we don't need some crazy, complicated routine. We literally just need a few minutes and a few pennies a day to boil an egg. Let's start our head-to-toe tour right up top. Think about our screen time. Phones, TVs, laptops, our eyes are just under constant assault, right? That relentless blue light silently damages the retina, which is exactly why we lose that sharp central vision as we get older. But hidden inside the dark yellow center of a boiled egg's yolk are two absolutely incredible antioxidants. Once digested, your body shuttles these straight to your retinas to build a microshield. It's exactly like a thick forest canopy protecting delicate plants from the harsh sun. It absorbs that harmful light before it can scratch your vision. And because they're packaged with egg's natural healthy fats, your body absorbs them almost perfectly. Now, let's move just a tiny bit further up into the brain, because the egg brings another crucial rescue tool to the table: choline. So many of us get that afternoon brain fog and just accept it as normal, but clinical research shows it's often a severe lack of this exact nutrient. Your brain uses choline to physically build the bridges that connect your thoughts and memories. Every time you recall a great memory or learn someone's name, a message shoots across one of those bridges. Without enough choline, those bridges get weak and brittle. A boiled egg is one of the richest, most easily absorbed sources of choline on the planet. Eating it daily is basically like delivering fresh, strong mortar to a historic bridge. It keeps those physical pathways sharp for decades. Section 3. Core recovery, liver and metabolism. Moving down to your core, that very same nutrient, choline, travels straight to the liver for another absolutely vital rescue mission. As the years go by, excess fat slowly builds up inside our liver tissue. It makes the liver sluggish and causes this deep, unexplainable fatigue. Well, choline acts as a natural binding agent. It grabs onto that trapped, stagnant fat, bundles it up safely, sends it right out into the bloodstream, and efficiently burns it off as energy. Without choline, that fat has no way out. It just accumulates in the dark. By simply eating a boiled egg, you're giving your liver the exact daily tools it needs to sweep itself completely clean. And you know, this whole cleansing process sets the stage for something huge. Remember that endless flood of processed sugar we talked about earlier? Constant sugar forces your body into total exhaustion, making it numb to natural signals. It's a silent paralysis that makes you store belly fat instead of burning it. But here's the beauty of a boiled egg. Zero carbs. It's a perfect, pure balance of protein and natural fat, meaning it requires zero insulin to digest. Giving your exhausted body an egg is like stepping out of a chaotic, noisy, crowded room and into a totally quiet, peaceful mountain cabin. The ringing stops, your metabolism finally rests, recovers, and naturally starts burning fat again.
Section 4. Satiety and artery cleansing.
And this brilliantly illustrates the difference, especially when we talk about solving those awful afternoon crashes and snack cravings that just sabotage our health. When you eat a heavy carb breakfast like cereal or toast, your stomach burns through it instantly. It's exactly like throwing dry pine needles onto a fire. It burns bright, it burns hot, and it burns fast, leaving you freezing and starving just 2 hours later. But the pure, dense protein of an egg, it forces your digestive system to work slowly and deliberately. It's like putting a thick, dense log of oak wood onto the fire. It burns slow, steady, and gives you hours of heat. Clinical trials actually show this slow burn lowers your hunger hormones, naturally cutting hundreds of calories from your day without you even having to try. Now, right about now, you might be thinking, wait a second, what about the cholesterol? If you're over 40, you've absolutely heard that classic 1980s diet warning: avoid eggs to protect your heart. For decades, the poor egg was unfairly blamed for clogging our blood vessels. Well, modern science has completely shattered that myth. Think of your blood vessels like a fast-flowing river. Dangerous bad cholesterol is like sticky mud building up on the riverbanks, eventually choking off the water. We used to think eating egg yolks just dumped more mud into that river, but clinical research shows the exact opposite. Eating boiled eggs actually increases your good cholesterol. And these guys act like cute little natural sponges floating down the river. They actively seek out that sticky, dangerous mud, absorb it, and safely carry it right out of your body. And the magic doesn't stop there. The healthy fats in eggs actually physically change the shape of whatever bad cholesterol you do have. It takes those small, sticky, jagged particles that usually get snagged on the riverbanks and transforms them into large, fluffy clouds. So instead of getting stuck, these large, fluffy clouds just float safely down the river without doing any damage whatsoever. Your body's ability to wash away dangers just skyrockets. Section 5. Structural foundation. Rebuilding bones and skin. Because we've now got those arteries cleaned out and clean blood flowing again, the body can finally shift its attention to its structural foundation. Starting in our 30s, we silently begin losing bone density and muscle mass. To stop that natural decay, your body needs a very precise set of building blocks. Eggs provide all the essential amino acids to rebuild torn muscle fibers, sure, but more importantly, they deliver a highly absorbable form of vitamin D. You could take all the calcium supplements in the world, but calcium is just rain. Vitamin D is the deep root system of the tree. Without the highly absorbable vitamin D found in eggs acting as those roots, your bones literally cannot absorb a single drop of that calcium rain. And finally, this deep structural repair bubbles all the way up to the surface. Your skin is battling environmental damage from the sun and air every single day, but the unique vitamin blend inside a boiled egg acts like fresh cellular rain on dry earth. It prompts your skin to shed old, tired, wrinkled layers, just like a tree naturally dropping dead leaves to make room for new growth. And at the exact same time, the egg's pure protein feeds the base of your hair and nails with strong keratin. It creates this lasting, lively inner glow that no expensive, superficial skin cream in the world could ever fake. Section 6. Your new morning habit. We've covered a ton of ground today, and it is genuinely profound to take a step back and just marvel at the whole shebang. We spend so much time and money stressing over the slow decay of aging, always searching for complicated, super expensive fixes. Yet, one of the most protective, relentless biological cascades is triggered by such a basic, low-cost food. Just by boiling an egg, you are actively shielding your retinas from digital blue light. You're delivering fresh mortar to rebuild your brain's memory bridges. You're giving your liver the exact tool to sweep away stagnant fat. You're quieting your exhausted metabolism and dropping insulin to zero. You're sending in natural sponges to clean sticky mud from your arteries, deepening the roots for your bones, and naturally renewing your skin and hair cells. All of this from one single food. Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. The science is absolutely clear, and the power is sitting right there in your kitchen right now. So, tomorrow morning, before you instinctively reach for that highly processed, sugary cereal box or piece of toast, will you start your own rescue mission? Your heart, your brain, and your future self will absolutely thank you for making this one simple, powerful habit a part of your life. Thanks so much for joining me today. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.